Hey, this is Professor Perez again from Saddleback College. Today, we're going to look at some metric prefixes. Whew. Now, of course, we cannot have a class without Charlie, our student of the semester. He better be ready to go. Charlie, ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Today, we're going to look at metric prefixes. There we go there. Well, what are metric prefixes? Well, let's talk about this one right here. Kilo, abbreviated with a K. That means 1,000 times. That's what a kilo means. Well, if you have 2 kilograms, right? 2 kilograms, that actually means you have what we call 2,000 grams. Remember, kilo means 1,000. So if you have 2 kilograms, you have 2,000 grams. Okay? Kilogram is abbreviated with a kg, as you see right there, which is 2,000 grams. Same thing. Okay? Now, in scientific notation, which we should know how to write, 2,000 is written as 2 times 10 to the third. So there's our answer in scientific notation, 2 times 10 to the third grams, and that is 2 kilograms, okay? Now let's talk about deci. Deci, abbreviated with a D, means 1/10 of. Well, what that means is if you have 3 decimeters, right, then you have 3/10 of a meter. Okay, so notice here, 3 decimeters is abbreviated with 3 dm, okay, for decimeters, which means 3/10 of a meter because deci, that D, means 1/10 of. So 3 decimeters is 3/10 of a meter. Now, as a decimal representation, that's 0.3 meters. Remember, 0.3 is 3/10. In scientific notation, what is it, Charlie?
3 times 10 to the negative 1.
3 times 10 to the negative 1. Very nice, meters. Okay. Now, if we're going to look at centai, centai means 1/100th of. Okay, Charlie. Now, if we have 3 centimeters, okay, that's abbreviated with 3, with that cm, that's centimeters, remember? Now, if centai means 1/100th of, okay, and you have 3 centimeters, how much of a meter is this, Charlie?
300.
It's 3/100ths of a meter because centai means 1/100th of, and you have 3 of them. Well, in a decimal representation, 3/100ths is written as what, Charlie?
0.03.
0.03 meters. Very nice. And how is that written in scientific notation?
3 times 10 to the negative 2.
3 times 10 to the negative 2 meters. Very nice, Charlie. Now remember, if you're having problems with scientific notation, you should have watched those scientific notation videos before you watch this one. Yeah. Goes for you too, Charlie.
What?
Okay, let's talk about milli. Milli, abbreviated with an M, is 1,000ths of, okay? Now, if you have 3 millimeters, okay, 3 millimeters, that is abbreviated with 3 mm. Now, I know that meters also uses m, but when you see 2 m's together, okay, it's understood to be millimeters. All right, now, Charlie, milli means 1,000ths of, and if we have 3 millimeters, how many meters is that, Charlie?
3 1,000ths.
3 1,000ths of a meter. Very nice. Now, how is that written as a decimal?
0.003.
0.003. That's right. That's 3 1,000ths of a meter. Now, in scientific note, Charlie, what's that one?
3 times 10 to the negative 3.
3 times 10 to the negative 3. Very nice, Charlie. That's right. So, 3 millimeters is 3 times 10 to the negative 3 meters. All right. Let's do one more, Charlie. Micro. Micro. Okay. There's the symbol for micro. Okay. It's like that. Looks like that. Anyway, micro means 1/1,000,000th of. Okay. So if we have 5 microliters, Charlie, okay, it's abbreviated with 5 microliters right there. Now, if we have 5 of these, Charlie, and micro means 1/1,000,000th of, okay, 5 microliters is how much of a liter?
5 1,000,000ths.
5 1/1,000,000ths of a liter. That's right, because micro means 1/1,000,000th of, and you have 5 of these. All right, Charlie, so now, how do we write that as a decimal?
0.00005.
That's right. Okay, you should know all your place value problems here. That's right, 0.000005. That's right. It's tough, huh? Okay, we'll do some place values later. Oh, those were actually done earlier in the earlier video. So go watch that one if you're having problems with place value. It goes for you too, Charlie. All right, now how do we write that in scientific notation, Charlie? 5 times 10 to the negative 6. 5 times 10 to the negative 6. Very nice, Charlie. And that's your liters there. So let's go on and do one more. We're having so much fun. Let's go to the nano. Now, nano, use an N to abbreviate it, means 1 billionth of. If we have 7 nanoliters, okay, its abbreviation is 7 NL right there. Okay, remember, nano means 1 billionth of, Charlie, and we have 7 of these. So how many liters do we have? 7 nanoliters is what, Charlie, of a liter?
7 billionths.
7 billionths of a liter. Very nice there. 7 over 1 billion of a liter. Now, in decimal representation, it's right there. That 7 is in the 1 billionths place. Okay? And in scientific notation, that's what, Charlie?
7 times 10 to the negative 9.
Ah, that's right. Okay. So there we go. So, now what I want you to notice here, when you deal with prefixes, is the prefix kilo means 1,000. So if we look at the scientific notation over there, notice that's 10 to the third. So 2 kilograms is 2 times 10 to the third grams, because that 10 to the third means kilo. Remember, 10 to the third means 1,000. Let's look at the deci. Now, deci means 1/10 of. Well, if we look at the scientific notation, we have 10 to the negative 1. Remember, negative exponents, 10 to the negative 1 is 1 over 10. So deci is 1/10. Therefore, 3 decimeters is 3 times 10 to the negative 1 meters. Now, we look at centi. Centi means 1/100th of. Now, if we go over to the scientific notation, notice it's 3 times 10 to the negative 2 meters. That 10 to the negative 2 is 1 over 10 squared, which is 1/100th. And so that 10 to the negative 2 is representing the centi. That's why we have centimeters. Okay? And so 3 times 10 to the negative 2 meters is the same as saying 3 centimeters. Okay. Let's look at this next one. Milli. Milli means 1/1000th of. Look at the scientific notation. 3 times 10 to the negative 3. Remember, 10 to the negative 3 is 1 over 10 cubed, which means 1 over 1,000ths, right? And so 3 millimeters is the same as saying 3 times 10 to the negative 3 meters, because 10 to the negative 3 actually represents the milli, right? Now, let's go to the micro. Okay, micro. Remember, micro means 1 millionth of. Look at the scientific notation. That's 10 to the negative 6, which is 1 over 10 to the 6, which is 1 over a million, right? 1 over a million represents micro. So 5 times 10 to the negative 6 liters is 5 microliters. We got one more here, 7 nanoliters. Nano means 1 billionth of, and again, we look at the scientific notation. 10 to the negative 9 is 1 over 10 to the 9th, which is 1 over a billionth. And so 7 times 10 to the negative 9th liters is the same as saying 7 nanoliters. There you go. So that's a review of your metric prefixes. Now, you'll be using these in some of your metric calculations. Anyway, it's time to go. We're going to take a break and come back later and do some more math. And be sure you do all of your homework. And remember, say yes to homework and no to drugs. Got that, Charlie? All right, we'll see you again soon.